Nun Massacre is a game made and published by Puppet Combo, and if you have played any of their games, you know we are in for a treat. PSN Profiles rates this game only a 2 out of 10 on the difficulty scale, and says it should take you around 10 hours to get to Platinum. I got my Platinum in about 8 hours, and I would say the difficulty is so low because you can earn most of the trophies on Explore mode, which doesn't have the Nun spawn in game. We start the game in the bath, like any old horror movie where you're most vulnerable in the mood. Our character hears a noise and goes to investigate to find a letter. It's a letter from the boarding school, saying we need to get there and pick up our daughter. She is sick. So, like a good parent as we are, we leave our home and immediately arrive at a barrier, so we have to continue the journey on foot. There's nothing really to interact here, but I notice a cliff and I wonder for myself, can I jump off this, or is there going to be some out of bounds force going to stop me? So in good old fashion, we yeet off the cliff and earn our first 2 trophies. You died and afraid of heights. So we continue our journey up the mountain. Look at that beautiful title screen. Once we enter the boarding school, another trophy pops up. Dear Miss McDowell. One of the first things that you're going to notice is the floor is decorated with some beautiful barbed wire. And I say out loud, why not? So I jumped in, earning ourselves another trophy. The Whisper Trophy. Look at those lifeless eyes the nun has. Oh god, she's attacking us? Why isn't she helping me out? Well, now that we know the nun is a psychotic killer, I got scared, so I had to turn the volume down and the jump scares off to earn ourselves a new trophy. I'm too scared. You will find the nun radar in the end that will let you know where she is and what direction she is coming from. The nun loves to patrol the hall or the vent to sneak up on you. You can also tell when she's nearby because the screen will start to get static. Another reason I suggest turning down the volume is because it gets so loud. You get 3 lives to get through the game, unless you're playing on extreme mode or you get one of the bad endings. To get our next trophy, we get wire cutters and cut the wire to deactivate the fan and pass through it, earning ourselves the trophy Spelunker. We arrive in a new area and see some nice decorations of mannequin limbs and spikes. We need these 4 later for another trophy, so instead, after we take in the site, let's go find the screwdriver and unlock some more endings. I'll not lie to y'all, I struggled so hard with these screws. I learned the next time that I'm going to start from the bottom screws and do the top ones last. When I did the top first, I kept clicking on the screws that fell off instead of the ones that I wanted to unscrew, and I was terrified the nun was going to keep sneaking up on me in the vent and destroy my run. Now for this next ending, be ready to keep walking the vent for a while. I even sped up the footage and it's still taking me a while. We'll find one of the 4 tapes that we need, but ignore that for now. Let's keep entering further into the net until we cannot go any further. You will notice a glowing circle coming towards you. Don't run. We need to embrace the small golden child and allow it to murder us to obtain our next trophy, claustrophobia. Nice ending title. Now, let's go get the other bed. Oh. Before we do get another bad ending, I can't tell you how many times I've fallen in this pit when I was just walking around exploring. It gets so frustrating, especially when you're doing extreme mode and you've gone so further and then you just fall into spikes and it ends a run. God, it's infuriating. But like I said, this time we're going to start with the bottom of the screws. Okay, so let's go get the other bad ending. We gotta get past the vent cover and make a right, and then another right. And then we fall into a trap. Good news though, we do find a paperclip. Bad news seems that we're stuck, and we have to wait for a while for the nun to locate us. Look at her. Looking all smug at us. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw in her with my screwdriver. That should show her. Oh, no, she's just gonna vomit blood on us, unlocking us the trophy Blood of Christ. The next few trophies come in pretty quick succession. We earn Bongo the Clown by putting the VHS tape in the TV. We find something caught in a drain, use some drain cleaner, and then we run to the floor below us. Find the hex key. Now with the hex key we can use the paper clips that we've been finding throughout the map. The next two trophies we earn by breaking one of our lock picks, and we earn the other trophy by picking the lock, unlocking us the trophies Frustration and Success. Now, after finding the 7 mannequin pieces, we throw them on the scale, and we earn our trophies of 7 offerings. We take the gear that we get from breaking the scale, and go back to the room where we unlock the clock in it. Look, another paperclip. You'll find them everywhere. We insert the gear into the clock, and then good old-fashioned we mess around with the clock till we get the time right. I just kept messing around with it until it started making noise. And then once it started making noise, I just made a run for it, because who knows when the nun's going to show back up. But with that unlocked, we unlocked a new secret area. Somehow the clock makes the hidden doorway open up. Hey look, I'm not here to question it. So we keep going all the way to the top, and we find ourselves into a new area that unlocks the trophy discipline structure. Now we can finally get a neutral ending. We have to find 2 candles and bring them to the area. Make sure you grab the rubbing alcohol next to the scale you broke. We need that to light on a fire on some ropes, and that's going to be one of the 2 candles. We also need to find a lock code for the locker by checking the classroom chalkboards. Now that we have both candles, let's head up to the church part of the classroom, put the candles there and light them up. Jesus Christ, and there is a body, murdered out of nowhere with a statue head on it. I apologize to the poor soul, and run out of there before we become the next victim. So now we need to head out to the graveyard. Surprise, the nun's out here waiting for us. I won't tell you how loud I screamed when this happened. So, she doesn't want us to get this ending, so we run for it, and then we run back hoping that she despawned. Looking at the footage, though, you'll see it right here. She was right there, but she didn't attack us. But hey, I'm not going to question it. Good fortune. Whatever. We'll just be lucky today. So we put the statue back head where it belongs and open the grave, and a casket shows up. I also forgot to mention this earlier, but there's notes you're going to be finding throughout the game, which will also earn you 2 trophies by collecting them. You'll unlock one for finding 16 of the 13 notes, and another trophy for finding all 13 of the notes. Now let's go rest in the coffin, shut the door, and the next few trophies are going to pop up for us. I was waiting here for a while because I was like, what do I do? And then close the coffin door on us. We earned the trophy, A Good Mother. Easy. Medium. Dear Diary. And Mother Apollyon. If you guys have made it this far in the video, I'd really appreciate if you guys could leave a like and subscribe or comment. Let me know how you like the new format and style of the video. Alright, now that the self-promotion is over, we need to find the 4 VHS tapes scattered across the boarding school and put them into the TVs. And then we unlock and of course, there we go. Another run ended because I wasn't paying attention and walked right into the barbed wire. So, in good old fashion, let's wait for the nun to end this run. But there's our 4th and final TV. Now, we're going to grab this cross that's going to give us the power of levitation. We find Mr. Mongo himself hanging up. And then we find the gas canister, and I know what we must do. We need to pour the gas on the nun and set her on fire. Mr. Bongo forgives us. All is forgiven. And then the stairway to heaven. We climb it to unlock our next trophy. You are forgiven. So the next time I play in extreme mode, I literally thought my game was bugged. Look how dark it is. I would have to count to 9 and then move to the right and hope I'd find the door and use the windows as reference points to where I was until I found the lighter. This took several attempts. But then once you find the lighter, it starts getting a lot easier where you're moving stuff. But the one caveat, the nun finds you, one hit kill, and you have to start the whole thing over again. So, I'm not gonna lie, after several attempts of failing, I needed to find another way to do this. I found out there was a glitch in this game where you could Tony Hawk your way over a wall with a toilet lid. There we go, kick flipping. So what you want to do is keep jumping up, and then you want to float out of bounds with it and float back down, and then just make sure you're still on the toilet lid. I wasn't successful I was successful in doing it because I ended up getting the trophy, just not in this part of the video. So we unlocked the trophy hard and extreme. Now for the final trophy. I did want to save this one for last because I felt like it would be the most, how do you say, rewarding. So, we go through the last hidden vent. And we find a revolver. And we get their trophy, Payback.